we use some, again, using technology. We use technology to monitor noise levels in the unit, so we know in real time if the noise is louder than it should be. And then we have a whole host of things we can do there. I've shut down a party remotely in one of our 2-bedroom apartments, which was actually kind of cool. It was we had a young man check in, and then about an hour later, he came back with 13 of his friends. They all had sleeping stuff and booze under their arms.
Yeah.
And about 15 minutes later, it was too loud. My noise device, my noise aware device, let me know that the noise was too high. In this particular apartment, we actually have an alarm system on it. And so the first thing I did is I reached out to Airbnb and sort of, hey, they're violating the house rules. And so, making sure you have tight house rules is really important. They're violating the house rules. Here's the evidence. Here's the noise chart. Here's the videos of them coming into place. And they're like, oh yeah, absolutely. We're going to cancel the reservation. So I reached back out to the kid who I had already sent him a bunch of messages and he had ignored them all. But this time I got to say, all right, Airbnb has been notified. They're canceling your reservation. We're gonna take your door code out of the lock, and we're gonna set the alarm. And if you violate, if the alarm goes off, then you can explain to the police why you're there. And so you have until whatever, I think it was 10:45 to get out, and it was fun to watch the video and with a live feed to see him running out of the place.
I'm going to try to use that to evict some of my tenants from now on.
I know. Unfortunately, that doesn't work with tenants, right?
Like an idiot.
Unfortunately, they have that. And I mean, that's something else to remember. With this business model, you're under 30 days stays.
Yeah.
And so they actually don't have tenant rights.
Okay.
If they're there against your wishes, then they're trespassing.
Okay. Nice. So, that's awesome. So you have a camera, a noise sensor, and an alarm at every property that you manage?
We don't have an alarm at every property, but every property we do have a noise monitoring device. Excuse me, I'm going to get something to drink.
Yeah.
We have a noise monitoring device in every unit that monitors. It doesn't listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it monitors noise levels.
Okay.
So we maintain a pretty strict quiet hours from 10 p.m. till 8 a.m. And if and the noise level, I mean, it doesn't have to be a hushed whisper. Mm-hmm. It's basically the comparison they said is sort of a dinner party. If you're noisier than a dinner party, then it's gonna go up. And, and again, fortunately for where we have them and the way we manage them, we don't have a whole lot of problems with that.
Yeah, and no false alarms so far on that?
No false alarms. I had one false alarm, and it was the device itself that had gone bad, so we got rid of it. No, we haven't. Other than that, there hasn't been any false alarms.
That's awesome.
And then the other thing we do is we always have a doorbell camera on the unit, and any sort of, if there's more than one way to get in, we'll do them there. Some of our properties are out by lake houses, and we need to put a camera out sort of on the water side of the house, just to so that we can see if there's something going on. We've had people come up out of the lake onto the property, so we do it that way. But it's always, the cameras are always outside.
Yeah.
So we either use Ring cameras or the cameras associated with our alarm system. The alarm system is awesome. It's a little bit expensive, so owners vary on whether they want the alarm system or not. The alarm systems we have connect with the door lock, so we can change the door codes all the time. Mm-hmm. And it also connects with the camera. You can have it connect with the thermostat if you put a Nest thermostat in there. I guess they just changed it because Google bought Nest. So that we use a company called Divot for that. So and then they have a monthly monitoring fee like any alarm system does. And so it's they'll let you finance the equipment over, I think, 60 months. So it ends up being basically a $50 to $75 added expense to your monthly thing. So
50. Okay. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this portion of the interview with former NFL player turned real estate investor Mark Dennis. If you're interested in hearing the entire interview, you can listen to it on any podcast player. Just search Living Off Rentals Podcast, or you can come over to Facebook and join the Facebook community at the Living Off Rentals Facebook group. I'll see you next time.